Hey there campers, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about coffee cups, and I'd love to hear from you down in the comments what your favorite coffee cup is, where'd you get it, what makes it special to you. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps you not miss any future updates, and it helps other folks find the channel and see videos just like this. So much like the video that I posted last week about why I'm ditching my Ultras in favor of a new brand of shoes, I really have 3 or 4 things that I think about when it comes to what makes a great coffee cup for me. First, how does it feel? Do I enjoy holding the cup? Is it something that I want to have in my hand for a good chunk of the day if I'm out walking around, going for a hike or something like that, and I want to bring some coffee with me? Is it comfortable in the hand? Second, does it keep my coffee warm for a good part of the day? Obviously, we want to have some nice hot coffee, and how long it keeps the actual fluid warm makes a difference. Third, and a huge factor for me, is the lid. Does the lid work really well for not only drinking fluid out of it and drinking coffee, but also in addition to that, you know, does it keep the coffee in it when it's closed if it, for example, goes flying across my car or if it falls out of my backpack? And then lastly, as I just mentioned, does it fit easily in the bags or the places that I carry it, a cup holder in the car or the side pocket of my backpack? Those things matter when I'm thinking about a coffee cup. So here I've got the Miir coffee cup. I really like this brand. I love the way this thing feels in my hand. I just love the handle. I don't know why. It just feels really solid and comfortable to hold a full cup of coffee, no matter which way I'm doing it, this way or that way or whatever. It's just the right size. It feels good. Secondly, this cup will keep coffee really, really warm as long as you're using the lid for a long period of time. One of the kind of downsides to this cup, it does have a thinner wall of insulation or double wall of stainless steel compared to some of the other options. And so if you don't have the lid on it, I have found sometimes before I'm drinking that cup, before I'm finishing it, it is starting to lose some temperature. Thirdly, it offers a lid much like the Yeti that I'm going to talk about here coming up, and I'll talk about the downsides of this type of lid, but I'm not a huge fan of the lid on this cup of coffee, or on this cup, this mug. And then finally, it doesn't do a great job fitting down into a cup holder, as most don't allow for, you know, the handle of mugs, and or it certainly doesn't work well in my backpack. But when I'm at the house, I find myself reaching for this more often than not, and it's also a really good wine glass. I love drinking red wine out of this thing. Secondly, I've got the Yeti Coffee Mug. Although this mug may look a lot bigger than the Miir, within an ounce or so, they're basically identical in volume. Now, the Yeti has a thicker wall of insulation, and it's got a deeper bottom. So even though this is significantly larger in size, both in circumference, right, and in kind of beefiness, they basically hold about the same amount of coffee. So I don't love the way that the Yeti Coffee Mug feels in the hand. I don't know what it is about the handle. It just doesn't seem to be right. It's also a lot heavier than the Miir mug is. So this thing just feels like air in your hand. This thing actually feels pretty stout, and by the time you actually put coffee in it, it becomes pretty noticeable. Now, I don't like these style of lids. Maybe if you're just hanging around your house, these work just fine. The little magnet piece comes off of the plastic so you can clean it, and they just slide back and forth. In my experience, these lids, A, have a tendency to, this can fly off if it goes flying across your car, falls out of your backpack, your hand or something, or gets knocked off of a table. But also the little lid, I've had more than one time come flying off from just the impact, and then you're just pouring coffee all over the place. So I don't love this style of lid. Lastly, it doesn't transport very well. I don't love the way that it feels because it's so big around. Maybe if you've got bigger hands than I do, this is just fine for you. I just find this cup a lot more comfortable. This does not fit in any cup holders in my car. This does not fit in my backpack well at all. So this cup goes by the wayside as well. The Yeti Rambler 14 is by far my favorite coffee cup that I've ever had. It's perfect in the hand. It's just the right size. In fact, for reference, it fits just inside the Miir cup, sorry. It's got a really good look to it. It's super comfortable. This thing keeps coffee hot all day long. I mean, I have had coffee from 7 in the morning be nice and toasty warm by 2, 3 in the afternoon if I've got the lid down. The lid itself is fantastic. It screws on and then it screws apart. There's nothing to break. It's just 2 pieces of plastic. They screw together inside, and the first kind of big major click allows you to drink and turn this a little bit, and then you can really hear that thing snug down. And when that thing is screwed down onto the cup and that lid is closed, I promise you nothing's coming out of here. I have had this thing go flying across my car. I've had this thing fall out of my backpack. I've had so many things happen to this cup, and not only does it still just look fantastic, but it's never had a problem dripping coffee when this thing is closed. So I absolutely love the lid on this. I'm so confident in it that on multiple occasions, whether it's maybe water or coffee, I am more than happy to put that not only just in the side pouch of my backpack, which by the way, it fits in there absolutely fantastic, where sometimes the Nalgene's can be a little bit more work to get them to kind of really sit down in there. This thing just seems to be perfect, but it doesn't come flying out. But I have taken this cup and put it down in the inside of the bag on its side. I cannot tell you how many times it felt completely comfortable that not my camera or my iPad or my laptop was going to be damaged or in any way exposed to any moisture. So the Yeti 14 Rambler is by far my favorite coffee cup with the screw down lid. Just makes an absolute great travel companion. It serves for a water bottle. It serves my coffee cup. I can drink a cocktail out of it, whatever I want. This thing suits the bill really, really well. So again, I'd love to hear from you guys what makes your favorite coffee cup, and if you've got a good story about your favorite coffee cup or drinking coffee out in the woods or wilderness. And again, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that like button if you enjoyed the video, so you don't miss any videos like this coming forward. So appreciate you checking out the video. I'll see you on the next one.